welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in my little corner of the world, where today we are going to talk about this very beautiful Rose Quartz palette by Huda Beauty. It is by far my favorite purchase from 2021. This palette came out last year, I think probably beginning of November of 2021, and it just glistens with beauty. It is soft, it's romantic, it is rich in color. To me, it's very diverse. I heard one person in a comment on some website that said they didn't think this palette was very diverse. I disagree. I think you can get several different types of looks. It is a rosy, kind of mauvy, cool tone palette. The packaging is beautiful. It's got kind of like that rose quartz look. It's plastic. It's got the mirror in there, but it's heavy duty packaging, which is really nice. There are mattes in here. There are metallics in here. There's soft metallics in here. There's some marble colors in here. So there is a lot that you can do with this palette. Really what I wanted to do is I just wanted to dive in and just have some fun with this palette. I just wanted to put some color on my eyes and just have you see how much I enjoy this palette. So I may gush over it and talk about how great it is, and I love a palette like this. This is a typical palette that I am very drawn to. You may not feel the same way, and that's totally fine. These are just my own opinions. It's not for everybody. And the price tag, to be honest, $67, it's a little steep. If you like this type of look, I personally believe that it's worth the money, and I bought it. When I saw it, I bought it immediately. I was like, I gotta have that. So if you're not attracted to a palette like this, then obviously you're not going to spend that price tag. But I feel the quality in this palette is top notch, and I just think that this palette is just stunningly beautiful. And every time I put makeup on my eyes with this palette, I just feel like it is just stellar. And it's not me, it's just the beauty of what these particular pigments offer, and the quality is just really shines through. So first I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Radiate, and I'm going to take it into, and I'm going to use a Rephr number 16. It's a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to take Radiate, very little kick up, very little, on the hood of my eye, and I'm just, by the way, my eyes were already primed with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. My eyelids are so oily, and that just seems to work really well. Next, we're going to take a Rephr number 15 brush, and we're going to go into this beautiful color right here. It's called Serenity, and I'm going to start that right in the crease and just kind of darken it up a little bit. Take Serenity, just darken it up a little bit. Let's give our eyes some definition. I have to balance out all this pink that I have on my cheeks and my lips. There we have it. I'm going to take the same fluffy brush that I was just using, and I'm going to actually go in with Aura. I think that's how it's pronounced. I feel like a lot of times these makeup palettes, they have names where you have to have like an education or a tutorial on just the names of them. Like they have to have an instructional video so you can say the name properly without sounding silly. All right, see how I'm just darkening up the crease and the outer lid there with that. Go back in with Aura. These pigments, especially these mattes, they're so buttery that I don't even have to tap off my brush. That is how high quality this palette is. Oh, I just think this palette is so pretty. I really just think it's really, really pretty. So far, so good. Look how pretty that is. That, to me, that's just so pretty. These Huda did a really good job with this one. All right, so now, because I have hooded eyes, putting shimmers on my eyelids sometimes can be a little challenging, needless to say. So I use a product called Mixing Medium, and this particular one is by MAC. You could use a glitter glue, that's fine. This just, I find, works wonderfully, and you can see it's very well used. So I just take a little bit, I put it on my hand here, so I take about that much, okay? And then I'm gonna take a thin flat shader brush. This one just happens to be from AOA Studio, from Shopmissa. It's the E131 brush. I think I want to balance out all the pink. So I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here called Energized. It's right here. Put it right, here's how much I got. I've got quite a bit on the brush, and I'm gonna just put it right in to that mixing medium liner, or mixing medium. And okay, there you have it. The mixing medium prevents your shimmer shades from going all over the tops of your hood and all the way up in here. You don't want any transfer. Keeps those shimmers in place, especially if you have hooded eyes, which I do. So that's what that looks like. Now let's go back in and clean that up a little bit. I'm going to dab that aura color right back in there, and I'm going to blend out any harsh lines. Let's go back in with that first fluffy brush that we used. We'll go back into Radiate, and we're just gonna kind of just clean it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we have it. If you have a little piece of glitter like I do, sometimes I just take my fingernail and I go like that, but honestly, nobody's gonna notice it. They're not gonna see it. So there is, so far. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, when you put makeup on, you wanna have fun with it. And putting on just beautiful colors that I'm attracted to, for me it's very, very fun. And that's what you want. You want makeup to be fun. Here, I'm gonna highlight the brow bone right there. And I'm gonna take the color Cherished. It's the bright pink right here. Okay. If you want to do that inner corner, let's go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Moon Magic. I'm taking a very small, it's a Rephr number 3 brush, and I'm going to go right into that inner corner. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not sure if you guys can notice I'm not sure if it's doing justice. My little iPhone that I'm filming this video with. If you like what you see, by the way, please subscribe to my channel. I forgot to mention that. I'm new to YouTube, so forget these little details. But if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. You know the drill. It's what you hear from every YouTuber. Okay, I am going to attempt liquid liner. Despite my better judgment, I've decided that I'm not going to edit out any of my mess ups. I'll edit my videos, but if I mess something up, I'm not editing it out. For example, when I put on my liquid liner, if it goes awry, which is it can happen, the margin of error is very slim. I'm not going to edit it out because I want people to know that even though people have been putting makeup on I've been putting makeup on my face for over 10 years. I am not a makeup artist. However, even though I'm experienced at putting makeup on, I still mess up quite a bit actually. And liquid liner is one of those things that can go from 0 to disastrous in like a snap of a finger. Let's hope for the best, you guys. So I'm just using the e.l.f. liquid liner. It's just what I like. It's got more of like a very thin brush tip versus the felt tip. And I like that because it kind of moves with the shape of my eye, which they're completely shape different. So here we go, guys. Don't hold your breath. Oh man. Okay. Now the hard part. You thought that was the hard part? Now the hard part is doing the other eye. And trust me, it's never going to look even. My eyes are shaped completely different, so it always looks uneven. But by the time you put on your mascara and your false lashes and the rest of your face, nobody sees any of those like little mess ups. So it's all right. Here we go. Other side. Say a little prayer. Okay. Man. Liquid liner is on, you guys. It's not even. It's actually kind of crooked too. But I'm going to put false lashes on and you're going to see. You're not even going to notice any of those mess ups. I am going to go in there and kind of fix that though, because it is fixable. So let's see what I can do here. Just to kind of even it out a little bit. There. Better. A little bit better. All right, so I also want to put on some false lashes. But first, before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit in the under eye. And I'm going to take a Rephr number 14 brush. It's just a smaller, fluffy brush. I'm going to go back in with Radiate. Right here. I'm going to mix a little bit with this color as well. And this is called Serenity. Now let's put on some mascara before we put our false lashes on. This is the Essence Princess Lash. Fabulous stuff. $4.99. You can get it at Ulta. If your Walmart has it, it's $4.99 there as well. This one is the Sculpted Volume Mascara. I'm not going to curl my lashes just because I'm going to put falsies on. Okay, let's do the falsies. BH Cosmetics 1991. My eyes are not very elongated, so I always have to cut my lashes almost in half or even in thirds sometimes, depending on the type of lash. So I'd already done that. Okay, and the lash glue that I'm using is called Super Strong Hold Eyelash Adhesive Black. It's by Eye Envy, and this is by far the best lash glue I have ever used. It's black and man, it sticks. Even after I wash the makeup off my face, it sticks, and you have to go in there like with a Q-tip and have to like pull it off. But if you're gonna wear false lashes, you want them to adhere to your eye and you want them to stay there all day. You don't want them coming up and a corner coming up. It's frustrating. So I'll link all these products below. I buy mine from Amazon. False lashes, another one of the, let's hope for the best here. So my rule of thumb for false lashes is it takes a lot of practice, and it's extremely frustrating. But my rule of thumb lately is when you find a place on your eye where you feel it's good, the placement of the false lash, set and forget. Okay, don't go in there and try to move it all around the place and try to clamp your own eyelashes with it. You know, just set and forget. Here we go. Set and forget. Okay, set and forget. Don't go in there and push it down and try to clamp your lashes with the falsies together. Just let the glue adhere to your eye. Then you can go back in. Now, if the eyelash or if the false lashes is not in the right spot, then of course you have to go in there and you got to move it around. But if it's placed where you want it to be, just don't touch it. Let it dry. All right, let's go in with the other one. Okay guys, here is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.